Good afternoon. My name is Steve Laird. I'm a practicing attorney in Fort Worth, Texas. I'm here on behalf of myself, and I'm here in favor of House Bill 1682. This is a common sense bill that's been adopted in some variation by 15 other states at least. It is a common sense bill because it will reduce frivolous lawsuits. You've already been told that if a lawsuit is filed, all of this information is accessible. In fact, it's required to be given to the plaintiff. I can tell you that as a former insurance defense lawyer early in my career, practicing with the largest firm in San Antonio at the time, and now practicing in Fort Worth for about the last 38 years, I can tell you firsthand that many lawsuits in all 254 counties in the state are filed just to find out if there's insurance or the amount of insurance. And it's a little bit incredulous that we have to file a lawsuit to find out the information that you'd automatically be entitled to once a lawsuit is filed, and you would be amazed at how many lawsuits are filed to get the information is disclosed, and the lawsuit is then dismissed, being a frivolous lawsuit. Now, the insurance industry has opposed these types of bills in all of the 15 states. It's a knee-jerk reaction, but there's not been one adverse consequence. This particular bill, as you've been told, is based upon a Florida statute. And there's not been one negative consequence since the early 1980s when this bill was enacted in Florida, nor have there been any negative consequences in Utah, South Carolina, North Carolina, Georgia, Virginia, West Virginia, and a number of other states that have adopted this type of bill. And even though it's been opposed on the same type of narratives, it's some type of infraction on the confidential information. This information is made public once a lawsuit is filed. It does not interfere with any type of relationship between an insurance company and their insured in any way. And I know that you've heard from a representative of insurance agents today. This bill has to do with obtaining information from the insurer, not the insurance agent. The insurance agent does not provide insurance coverage. It's the insurance company. The insurance agents place the coverage with insurance companies. Now, the fact that there's been a pandemic, as you've heard, has led to a very significant backlog in cases. All of us understand that. These types of lawsuits that will continue unless a bill like this is enacted will only contribute to judicial inefficiency. So I know that civil defense attorneys are generally against this bill because once a lawsuit is filed, the insurance company hires a defense lawyer paid by the hour who then opens a file, files an answer, files written discovery, and answers written discovery before anything else is done. None of that is necessary. A significant number of lawsuits will not ever be filed if this bill is passed. It is for the benefit of all Texans. May I answer any questions? Since it looks like my time is up, I'd be happy to address Representative Paul's question earlier. You asked a question about whether a grievance may exist. Would a lawsuit tend to be filed in any event? If a grievance actually exists separate and apart from insurance coverage, then there is a likely possibility in that situation a lawsuit may be filed in any event. But that's not what this bill addresses. This bill attempts to prevent lawsuits in so many different situations. Car wrecks are the most obvious example, but it's not the only example. We all know that 80% of drivers carry insurance. 20% carry zero. And of the 80% who carry insurance, most of them carry the minimum, which is $30,000 liability coverage. There are many lawsuits that are needlessly filed only to find out the amount of coverage. And once the amount of coverage is found out, depending upon the circumstances, the lawsuit is settled and dismissed right away, which could have been done without the filing of a lawsuit. So this bill has effects that would benefit everybody in all 254 counties. I would encourage you to look at it and also look at the states that have enacted a similar bill, such as Florida. These are, the states that I listed are pretty conservative states, and they've not had any negative issue whatsoever, even though the insurance industry has always come in and initially opposed it. But once the legislature saw the benefit, the bill was enacted.
Members, any questions? Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Chair now calls Mr.